Welcome to a new lesson of Adobe Photoshop Lightroom Classic, or also known as Adobe Lightroom. Okay, so in this lesson, I'm going to show you how you will be able to save and export your photo or video and utilize most of your works or projects in Adobe Lightroom. Okay, so first off, you have to know what saving and exporting actually is. Okay, so first off, you have to know why exporting is and why exporting is used. Okay, so first off, to save is to commit changes to a permanent state in a format that the application can natively utilize, keep the file format. And exporting is to change the data format so that other application can utilize it. Change the format, for example, from PNG to JPG. So follow this answer to receive notification. So exporting can be profitable for business, all are of the sizes. On average, sales grow faster, more jobs are created, and obviously, you will be able to utilize it more. Okay? So this is how it actually is. And why or how do I save the data in Lightroom? Well, there are also like various type of ways. Okay, you can like directly save your project or photo or video, but another way you can do is just go to file and export them however you want it in the like specific type of location or file type, and for shareable file to publish online. Okay, so that is how you will be able to do that. Okay, you can also save it individually, but I prefer exporting. So what is exporting in Lightroom? Okay, so when exporting, you can choose a photo file name, like color space, pixel dimension, and also resolution. You can change or save export setting as presets for reuse. In addition, you can use the Publish Service panel to export and upload JPEG photos directly from Lightroom Classic to photo sharing website. Well, that is also like very doable, right? So what you're going to do is going to be, let's say first off, I'm going to import a photo, do some like a bit of formatting, and then I'm going to save it. So I'm going to click on the file where I have my photos. I'm going to select like uncheck all. I'm going to select on this one, which I mostly want. Let's say I'm going to use this one because I didn't use this one most often. I'm going to click on this one, and what I'm going to do is going to be increasing it to its full size. From here, let me just use some of the previous lessons. Let's say I'm going to add in some presets. From here I'm going to do is, let's say from here I'm going to do is click in some vintage. I'm going to select on the ones which I actually need. Let's say if I don't want that, I'm going to click on cinematic. From here, let me just use whichever one I want. So let's say I'm going to keep it to be somewhere around over here. So if I want this, I'm going to keep it to be over here. Now let's say I want to save this progress. Okay, so if I want to save this progress, obviously I'll have to save it. But if I don't save it, that progress will be lost, because that is how all of the softwares actually work. And saving and exporting is like very important in such a way so that you don't lose any of your progress. And obviously when you lose your progress while working, it is sometimes really frustrating because you have to work on it back again. But obviously Lightroom has that the tool to save it. Well, you can't actually save it by using any tools. You have to know the shortcut key, and later on I'm going to show you how you will be able to export. So if you want to actually save this project or like progress, what you have to do is just press Ctrl+S. In such a way you can see that this interface will open up saying that save metadata to file. So for priority camera raw files, metadata will be saved to sidecars files next to the original photo. For all the other file formats supported by Lightroom, JPEG, TIFF, PNG, PSD, and DNG, XMP metadata will be written into the original file. So after that is done, what you're going to do is click on Dojo again, or whichever one you want, and then what you're going to do is just press on continue. And another thing you have to keep in mind, that when you're going to do that, click on file and open recent, and you can see the file name is RLRCat. Okay, which is r.lrcat. So that is the name of the file. Now I'm going to do is cut this and go to my desktop. I'm going to cut it, which I want to do is really quick, and I'm going to do Adobe Lightroom, which is also RLRCAT. Okay, so it's going to take a bit of a time, and you can see like when I open it up, all of the formatting and my progress will be saved. Okay, it's gonna take a bit of time sometimes because obviously it's gonna load up all of the data which I entered or had in my PC, or which I had in my Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. Okay, so what you can see that it has saved up my data. So as it has saved up my data, what I'm gonna do next is obviously going to be exported. Okay, but you can also do another thing like opening up a new, let's say I'm gonna open up DLRCAT. I'm gonna do is click on relaunch. It's gonna take some time, and then you can also see with that when I open up LRCAT again, or r.lrcat, that file will open up because I saved it. Okay, so this is the one which I open up, which is D. Now I'm gonna do is click on open recent again and r.lrcat. I'm gonna click on relaunch. Obviously it's gonna take a bit of time and then obviously relaunch that. Okay, so give it a bit of moment and you will see that it will directly open up. So now you can see that Adobe Lightroom is being opened, and obviously the r.lrcat is opening up, and all of the saved progress will be saved. Okay, so as you can see, all of my progress has been saved in the specific type of name of Adobe Lightroom. Okay, next is going to be exporting your photo or your video. So if you want to do that, what you have to do is go to File tab, and you can see that there is export with previous, export with preset, and export as catalog. So I'm just gonna show it to you like all of them one by one. So first is going to be export. When you click on export, you can see that this interface opens up, and from here select whichever one you want. Let's say first is going to be export to hard drive, email, or CD DVD. Select the one which you actually need. Let's say I'm going to need a hard drive most of the time. Then select the location where you want to save it. I most of the time prefer to be saved in desktop, and like put in subfolder. You can also add to this catalog. Then select the existing file, ask what to do. Then what you're going to do is rename it. If you want to rename it, you can do that, but if you don't want to like keep it to be file name, you can also do that. But I prefer adding in custom names. So I'm going to do is, let's say I'm going to add in a name of a girl, so keep it like girl, and then you can also select extension to be uppercase or lowercase. It's like totally up to you. That's like totally optional. If you are doing videos, so select this video section and include the video file, then select the format and select the quality. Okay, then we have is the output sharpening. If you want to do that, just click on it. Let's say I want sharpening, you can click it to be high, screen, or matte gloss, like glossy paper, whichever one you want, you can do that. Then we have is the image scaling. If you want to resize it, you can also do that, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep it to be centimeter or inch. That's going to be up to you. Then what you're going to do is select the metadata. Let's say I'm going to do is all metadata to be saved. Write keywords as light hierarchy. I'm going to keep it to be that. If you want to add a watermark, you can also do that. Let's say edit watermark. I'm going to keep it to be LRT and keep it to be done. You can also do a lot more if you want to do it over there. Then we have is post processing. If you want to do that, you can also do that. After you're all done, just click on export and it will be directly exported to your wherever you are saving it. But if you don't, it's going to take a bit of a time and export the file which you are exporting, and then directly you can open it up from wherever you saved it. Okay, saved it or exported it. Well, you can see that it has been exported. Like, it's going to take a bit of time. Now as you can see that my photo or video has been exported. What I'm gonna do is minimize it and open up this untitled folder where I have my photo which I exported. So you can click on it or wherever it is saved, and it will just open it up according to wherever you save it. Well, as you can see, when I open up first, it was not here, but it's gonna take a bit of time to show it up, and you can see that it is taking up at least 135 megabytes because when you use Adobe Lightroom, it does not damage any of the pixels, and also when you do editing, it's going to increase the size. As you can see that I have my other ones which is over here, so I'm going to open it up as the other tool or the photo editing tool which I have on my PC, and you can see that none of the pixel was damaged. Okay, so this is exactly it on how you will be able to save your photo or export your photo in Adobe Lightroom, and this is very simple to do it. But if you can't do it, just follow these steps and obviously you will be able to do it. And you can also see the histogram, and you can also change the change the photo by changing the histogram. Okay, and then later on you can also export it according to your need. Okay, so hope you guys understood everything about this lesson on how you will be able to save and also export your your project or work, your photo or video, whichever it is, and also make progress on it. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you for staying with us.